is the new year treating you? Our new year has been crazy. We just moved, so it's been quite stressful, but finally things are settling in. And I'm a bit late to the game, but I thought I would show you something I got for Christmas. A few weeks late. And it's not going to be a haul because I'm just going to show you this one thing, not several. So hopefully it'll be relaxing and beautiful because I got new beautiful books, which in my heart is all I truly want. So I got this collection of beautiful books by Jane Austen. It is the complete Jane Austen by Word Cloud Classics. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of her books in, I can't even describe what kind of edition this is. It's so pretty. And it comes in this case, so it's very practical. You can store it like this, or you can put them in your bookshelf. I feel like I'm doing an advertisement for it, but I'm truly not. Just got it, and it's so pretty. I can't really remember if I mentioned it in the video where I talk about Emma and Pride and Prejudice. Maybe, I think. Or maybe it was Sensibility. But I've only read Pride and Prejudice before. I haven't read the other ones. So I'm very excited. I'm gonna turn it around. On the side here, it has a quote where it says, "After all that is bewitching in the idea of a single and constant attachment, and all that can be said of one's happiness depending entirely on any particular person, it is not meant, it is not fit, it is not possible that it should be so." Sensibility. It's a quote or a direct excerpt from that book. Yeah, so Word Cloud Classics is made by Canterbury Classics. I think it's quite a big publisher. And there are more quotes on the side, but the thing is I haven't really looked too closely on these books. I just saw the packaging and I was like, I know what this is. So all the books have these spray painted edges, as you can see, and they all have this leathery feel. I'll show you. So, the first book is Emma. Oh, these books make good sounds. That's what I kind of thought. And on the books, there are many quotes. So it says the title is in purple or lilac, violet maybe. It says Jane Austen, and these letters are embossed onto the page. It's really cute. Into the fabric, you can almost say, because it's not. It has this faux leather kind of vibe. And here we can start in the corner up here. A woman is not to marry a man merely because she is asked. True. One half of the world cannot understand the pleasures of the other. You must be the best judge of your own happiness. Indeed, I am very sorry to be right in this instance. I would much rather have been merry than wise. Sometimes I like to also just produces every sort of mischief. I can read here too. Evil to some is always good to others. A single woman of good fortune is always respectable and may be as sensible and pleasant as anybody else. Then we can look on the side here. And I also see now when you align the books, they make a pattern. So we can maybe do that later. So we can look at the pattern. She would notice her. She would improve her. She would detach her from her bad acquaintance and introduce her into good society. She would form her opinions and her manners. It would be an interesting and certainly a very kind undertaking, highly becoming her own situation in life, her leisure and powers. So Emma, as I can remember, is about matchmaking, and I discussed this in a different video because I have this in the Children Classics edition too, where I mentioned that this book inspired Clueless, because in Clueless, you know, is it her name Cher? I think so. She is trying, the main character is trying to matchmake other people. So, and that's what Emma is doing as well in this book. She's trying to put people together, no matter what the cost. And sometimes that can happen. It can affect people negatively. I'm just gonna look inside. It looks like a Monet picture. Truly. Oh, there are many of them. Maybe I need this in the Dracula edition too. I love Dracula. Should we read the first sentence? I think I've read it before too, but I'll do it again just because. Emma Woodhouse, handsome, clever and rich, with a comfortable home and happy disposition, seemed to unite some of the best blessings of existence, and had lived nearly 21 years in the world with very little to distress or vex her. So she needed to make some drama for herself, truly. It's so pretty. Oh, I'm so happy I got this. I'll leave it here. So the next one is Northanger Abbey. I'm not really sure if I'm saying that right. Northanger Abbey. I watched the movie. Or wait, is this a series? Don't quote me on that or what to say. But I've watched this one, and I remember I didn't understand anything. I was really young. My mother was watching it, and I was like, I want to watch too. I didn't get anything from it, so I'm just gonna push this book a little bit further away so we can focus on this one. We must live and learn. Many of them are sideways. There is nothing I would not do for those who are really my friends. Me too. I have no notion of treating men with such respect. That is the way to spoil them. Okay. Circumstances change. Opinions alter. And here's a name. Captain Tilney. Your mind is warped by an innate principle of general integrity. She had nothing to do but forgive herself and be happier than ever. We should As for admiration, it was always very welcome when it came, but it did not depend on it. Oh yeah, this one's also crooked, or on the side. The credit of a wild imagination will at least be all my own. Beware how you give your heart. Woman is fine for her own satisfaction alone. Catherine. Down here it says Isabella, so those are probably the main characters, I would assume. He must tell his own story. If I could not be persuaded into doing what I thought was wrong, no. If I could not be persuaded into doing what I thought wrong, I never will be tricked into it. He knows what he is about and must be his own master. Friendship is certainly the finest balm for the pangs of disappointed love. Strange things may be generally accounted for if their cause be fairly searched out. If a rainy morning deprived them of other enjoyments, they were still resolute in meeting in defiance of wet and dirt, and shut themselves up to read novels together. Oh. I don't know what this book is about. I'm so sorry. I wish I could tell you more about it. This work was finished in 1803. It's more than 200 years ago. Let's read the first sentence. No one who had ever seen Catherine Morland in her infancy would have supposed her born to be a heroine. Oh, a heroine. It's not this. This is one of her smallest books, at least in this set. I just love these pages. It's so pretty. It looks like a Monet painting. So, the next one is probably the most famous one. It probably will always be Pride and Prejudice. It's this really hot pink. And it matches the headline because all the titles are in purple or violet color. Pride and Prejudice. Courtship. Vanity. My feelings will not be repressed. For what do we live but to make sport of our neighbors? For our neighbors, not of. Excuse me, sorry. Misjudge. A person may be proud without being vain. She is tolerable, but not handsome enough. Rude. Happiness in marriage is entirely a matter of chance. Darcy, Bennett, daughters. Glass. I wonder who decided what to put on these books. A most disagreeable, horrid man, not at all worth pleasing. Jane Austen. The font on this was a bit different. Love. Every day confirms my belief of all. No. Every day confirms my belief of the inconsistency of all human characters. possession of a good fortune must be in want of a wife, however little known the feelings or views of such a man may be on his first entering a neighborhood. This truth is so well fixed in the minds of the surrounding families that he is considered the rightful property of someone or other of their daughters. Oh, the rightful property of someone or other of their daughters. So, possession, fortune, feelings, truth, families, property, and daughters. This book, as like I mentioned, was the only book by Jane Austen I have ever read. I enjoyed it. It was okay. I might have mentioned before that I didn't like it as much as I thought I would because I liked the movie a lot. But, I mean, I finished it. I don't really like letter novels or novels with a lot of letters in them, which is funny because Dracula, which is a diary novel, is my favorite, but I just don't like novels that mostly consist of letter communication. I don't know why. And this one does, unfortunately for me. But many other people like it, so I'll read the first sentence. It is a truth universally acknowledged that a single man in possession of a good fortune must be in want of a wife. That was one of the sentences. Where is it? Where didn't I read it just now? Did I read it on the back? No. Did I read it on the back? Yeah. Must be in want of a wife. So this is the start of the book. I need to check. Did I do that for the other books? No, it was just this one. Never mind. I'm just looking around here, acting all crazy. Then it's the thickest one. These good noises. It is Mansfield Park. It's a little bit less purple than the other one. It's more pink. Not so hot pink. So Mansfield Park. Also, I don't know anything about this. I don't know anything about what's happening in this book. So, if you haven't read this book, we're in the same boat here. Here it says, "Let us have the luxury of silence. Mr. Crawford. Oh, a large income is the best recipe for happiness I ever heard of. Oh, okay. I was quiet, but I was not blind. I am unlike other people, I dare say. You have some touches of the angel in you. Selfishness must always be forgiven, you know, because there is no hope for a cure." It's kind of, I'm sorry. Fanny is probably the main character, I would assume, and Mr. Crawford and Edmund, they're probably important. Jane Austen, William is what is her name? Lady Grantham in Downton Abbey saying something like that. I can hear her in my head. Maggie Smith. I pay very little regard to what any young person says on the subject of marriage. If they possess a disinclination for it, I only set it down that they have not yet seen the right person. So, little regard, marriage, right person. Beautiful book. So, oh, I almost dropped it. I'm so sorry. Sense and Sensibility. This blue is so beautiful. It must be one of my favorites because it's very I don't know how to say it, like purple blue. It's very gray blue, purple blue, something. I love this color so much. Actually much more than I like brighter blues, but enough of that, enough of the colors and cover. Let's read. I can lose my way when talking about stuff like that. So here it says we can read all of the single words maybe. So, Marianne, disillusioned, Eleanor, Dashwood, Dashwood. I could not be happy with a man whose taste did not in every point coincide with my own. I think him everything that is worthy and amiable or amiable. Not sure. Sense will always have attractions for me. Oh, that's mentioning of some of the title. Very clever. There is something so... Oh, there's that word again. I'm not sure if I'm saying it right. There is something so amiable, or... Yeah, I'm gonna say that. There is something so amiable in the prejudices of a young mind that one is sorry to see them give way to the reception of more general opinions. His own enjoyment, or his own case, was in every particular his ruling principle. Everything he said was clever. That's what I say whenever I talk as well. Everything I said was clever. I'm just joking. Jane Austen. After all that is bewitching in the idea of a single and constant attachment, and all that can be said of one's happiness depending entirely on any particular person, it is not meant, it is not fit, it is not possible that it should be so. Bewitching idea, attachment, happiness, person, possible, should. I don't know why I'm reading these large words that are singular out it, but whatever. Oh, that's the second chapter already. I'll read the first sentence. Sir Walter Elliot of Kellynch Hall in Somersetshire, or Somersetshire if you're in Hobbiton, was a man who, for his own amusement, never took up any book but the Bartonage. There he found occupation for an idle hour, and consolation in a distressed one. There his faculties were aroused into admiration and respect by contemplating the limited remnant of the earliest patents. There any unwelcome sensations arising from domestic affairs changed naturally into pity and content as he turned over the almost endless creations of the last century. And there, if every other leaf were powerless, he could read his own history with an interest which never failed. That was a long sentence. Quite long. So, that was all of the books. Hopefully they sounded nice. I'm going to try to flip them over and show you the pattern. So when they're all assembled like this, they have this floral pattern. And they look so nice. I think since they make this pattern, I'm not going to keep them in the box on my bookshelf. I'm going to keep them like this. I'll keep the box somewhere else. I like hoarding boxes, you know, for my trinkets. I hope you enjoyed this video and enjoyed seeing these beautiful books. I know I did. And hopefully they can inspire you to read. Or maybe you just wanted something to listen to me blabbering on, which I do a lot. So if you like the blabbering, and if you like beautiful books and other beautiful things, you can follow me here or subscribe on YouTube. And I'm so thankful that you're watching and grateful for all your comments and likes. I really appreciate it. So, and thank you for being ever so kind to me. Thank you. And hopefully I'll make more videos soon and get back into a more routine schedule. Because now we've moved and I'm finished unpacking everything and getting everything in order. So not everything I own is just in boxes anymore. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful evening or night, day, whenever you're watching this. You deserve everything all good. I hope to see you guys soon.